I'm making two videos. One of them is a city driving video, and then there's this one being a safari. On this one, we'll see us getting close to lions, leopards, tigers. Unfortunately, I don't have video of us seeing bears up close. Oh my. We'll take a look at some night drives, some flat tires. I just want to take people on what it's like to be on a true safari. So I've taken a couple clips from all of the safaris that we went on, and I've hopefully created an experience where you feel like you were on the safari with us. This first safari, you're sitting in an open air vehicle.
This is awesome.
Looking for a tiger. And this experience is actually pretty amazing to me personally, because I was the one who actually spotted this tiger. And we got to spend 4 hours with her. If you want to see more on the tiger, there is a video specifically just on the tiger. But she backed into the water and she put on an absolute show for us. Unfortunately, this is the only encounter with a tiger that we had. But it was a 4-hour encounter and it was amazing. The next day we went on a tour and we were driving a little bit too fast. At times I was worried that we were actually going to fall out of the vehicle. This is also the time when we stopped and looked at a water bottle because our guide thought that this plastic bottle could be a tiger, which Andrea and I both had already assumed that it wasn't a tiger. But it's all in an experience, and you learn about certain things, the good and the bad. And the scenery of this trip was amazing. It's not until we went back to the same area that we actually realized how fast we were going on that first trip through that area of the park, and just to get there. Most of the time you get to see some beautiful, picturesque scenery. On each safari you go on, you're supposed to get a different guide and a different driver, just so if you have a bad driver or guide, you now get a new experience. And it sort of works that way all over the country and even in Africa. It just makes it more fair, and like for tipping purposes and all of that, it just balances out. Feeling the wind blowing in your face is amazing in these open canopy vehicles. At times you needed a hat or sunglasses. Sometimes you needed a face shield because it was so dusty. Especially if you were behind another vehicle, it got really dusty. And in India, you had these routes that you had to go on. Well, if you didn't get a flat tire, you were able to get to the spot. This experience could have ended very badly if I hadn't offered help, because they didn't fully understand how to change the tire. I'm glad that I shared my knowledge and that they listened, and we were able to resume our trip and hopefully see something. No, we didn't see a tiger or anything special on that trip, but you can't see something on every trip you go on. Also, it is really fun venturing through the city in these open top vehicles. You get a very cool perspective of the wildlife and the people that are living in these communities. They know why you're there. You're a tourist, and you're hopefully bringing good to their community. And they just go about their day, and this guy, I'm not exactly sure what was going on. I have a feeling it was some kind of temple in the wall. The artwork and the structure of some of the buildings that they had in these communities that we drove through was so beautiful. My favorite was being on safari looking for animals. We actually added an extra safari to our trip. although we didn't see a cat that we were looking for, getting to be out there looking for these animals, they used a lot of tunnels to get around big roads or train tracks. Where we use bridges, they have these tunnels. I like the concept, but I wonder how it would work in Canada. And the other thing that you have to worry about while you're out on safari is the goats and the people.
So with the turban, the red colored turban, it kind of signals the animals to follow him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Namaste. So these shepherds are walking these animals among leopards and lions, and sometimes they take them. But the government reimburses them for any lost animals that they can prove were taken by a predator. And then, if you get lucky, in some areas they let you stay out at nighttime. Well, I guess not everybody thinks that this is lucky. Because when you get to see a lion or a leopard at nighttime and then the spotlight or the light is off it and you can't see it, that's scary. And we actually got to find a camel. This is a rogue camel that had escaped. We even had a couple opportunities where we got to walk in and try to get closer to leopards. In this spot, we were trying to get close to a leopard and her cubs. Another time we went inside 2 leopard dens. No, we didn't see any of the leopards on foot. We had some pretty close encounters with lions. There was this one male lion trying to get to a female lion. And then there was that 6th lion encounter that was eating and the 7th lion was fighting in a separate episode. That was intense. One of the most interesting things about driving in India is that a lion or a leopard could just be walking across the road while you were driving. We had lots of car problems. I think here's an axle falling off or breaking. We did get to interact with some locals as we picked some up to help them on their walk to the town. There's no gas in this vehicle and we're driving 0 kilometers, it says. Oh. Well, until next time, stay safe, have fun, and keep enjoying the wildlife.